Oh, there he is. Patrick. New character unlocked. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning, bro.
Well,
Good to see you.
let's see.
Weather's took a turn, eh?
A little bit, yeah.
Roads are going to be muddy, or trails are going to be muddy, I should say. So, it's going to be interesting.
You ready?
Ready for this guy. Yo! Morning. What's going on? In the rain? In the rain? Sick. Yeah, maybe actually. That's why he's on the team.
What are you making there?
So this right here has 50 grams of carbs and 2 scoops of fuel. But then if you mix the peach mango bum energy with orange fuel, you get rocket fuel. This is about to ascend you into oblivion. No, I just kind of made this when I was on a bike ride for fun. I actually really like it. I don't think it's optimal. It's probably better with water, but
Less than that last year.
oh, bro, it's carbonated. Look, I just shook it up and it's carbonated. This, bro.
Yo.
This is gonna explode, man. I have to shake the fuel up though. All right, so we got 50K today. It's gonna be a big, long run. Sorry, bro. Anytime I say the word big or long, I get
You get what?
nervous. Get nervous, yeah. Sorry. So we got 50K today. It's going to be a super intense session for me in terms of distance. You know, I've never ran before. Never used a running vest as I'm trying to figure out where to put my fuel and stuff. But it's gonna be super tough. And it's gonna be the longest run that I've ever done to date. I've got all my fuel here, 3 gels, some snacks, candy, 2 PB&Js, 60 grams of carbs in each bottle, so 120 should get me through the whole 50K. And it's gonna be tough. Never ran 50K before. It's gonna be in a trail, 1,000-meter vert. It's raining. Conditions are subpar right now, so just gonna go out, give it hell, see what happens, and hopefully we learn something from this. But I think we're all set. The weather has taken a pretty solid turn. Getting a little bit, I wouldn't say nervous, but just anxious because I'm gonna be out in the middle of nowhere with no service, and it's gonna be super muddy and wet. Kind of excites me a little bit, but you know, I didn't really think about the race, like this distance, too much, to be honest, before. I just did a good prep this week to prepare for it, and now I'm actually starting to think about it because in like 5 minutes I'm going to be running. But you know, the nerves that I have right now are kind of fueling the fire that's going to get me through the run. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be muddy, it's going to be wet, I might slip, especially at the steeper parts. There's some really steep parts on this trail. As I said, it's in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna have no service, just a satellite ping. But it's exciting, super exciting. This is just a challenge into the prep. It's gonna make me mentally stronger, physically stronger, and I'm gonna be one step closer to my goal of completing a 100-mile ultra marathon. So these are the trail running shoes that I got. I've got 10 kilometers of road. I'm gonna be giving this to Pat and Noah. They're going to meet me once we get to the beginning of the trail. I'm gonna swap into these bad boys, say my goodbyes, and then we're just sending it for about 40 Ks in the trails. Got my pack on, feeling pretty good, ready to go. And that's about it, boys. So, big run ahead. Super stoked. Let's give it hell and see what happens. I have no idea where I'm going, but that's okay. Just kind of thinking of my reason as to why I'm doing this exactly. And when you're going on these runs, it's something that kind of only comes out when you're in the motion. It's like you think back to when you were a kid and all the times you were picked on or something like that, or you didn't fit in and you wanted to feel like you were, worthy of something. At least that's how it was for me growing up. So that's why I do this shit, because it makes me feel accomplished in everything that I do. So we're gonna head into the trails, 40K. See you guys out there. Five hours, fucking 44 minutes, 50K. Holy boys. That is the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. I don't think I've done anything remotely more challenging besides my Ironman, but the sheer actual pain that I was in on the last bit there, and the cramping that I was getting in my quads was so fucked. I ended up going off trail, fell, got all banged up, ran into a goddamn tree like an idiot, completely went off course. I was supposed to finish way down there, but 900 meters of vert gain as well, and battling some demons for sure on that one. I ran out of fuel, I underfueled like crazy. I should have had way more fuel. I ran out of fuel 15K ago. If it wasn't for Noah hitting me with the water, I probably wouldn't have been able to complete this. Yeah, this 100 miler is going to be absolutely, I don't even have words for it. It's going to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. This 50K was just such a mental challenge. Not only mental, physical was actually the big thing for sure. Just trying to push through, climbing through all the bushes, and I hiked a literal mountain by accident because I wasn't staying focused on my trail. Ate shit, didn't bring enough food, and it was just up and down of mental for sure. But this 100 miler is gonna be like the hardest thing I've probably ever done in my life. This 50K was tough enough. I was shouting like fuck on the trails because I was like cramping, like both my quads were giving out at the end there. So I probably wouldn't be able to go for another 10K with the fuel that I had, and the training that I have coming up is just going to be insane. So I don't know. It was pretty sick though. So holy boys, I can't believe we just did that. Like, just raw dogged it and sent it. So let's go. I'm like in the middle of nowhere, bro. Like, this ain't even a trail, G. Like, now that I have like calmed down a little bit, I'm like out of this euphoric state. My legs feel a little bit better. One thing that I would do differently coming into another run like this is definitely prepare more fuel. I keep under fueling, especially on longer sessions. I underestimate how much I weigh, how much I need to fuel, because for me, I need to be consuming more than the average person just based off my stature. So that's one thing I would change. And then, I would definitely have a pre-mapped route, but the thing is, there were areas of this trail that were so technical that I couldn't run if I wanted to. I slipped, multiple times. I rolled my ankle like twice. I didn't think I was gonna do it and finish it because I rolled my ankle so bad that I had to walk for about 10 minutes. And it was so painful. Just literally, boom. And, it just goes to show that a lot of this is more than just like speed. It comes down to technical skill and mental grit. At the end, when I ran out of fuel, I literally was just like running like this. It's almost like if you played the game Mortal Kombat and you beat the other person, the character's literally like this, and that's the best way I could put it. That's literally how I felt. But I just kind of had to keep pushing through to get to the end. So knowing that I have to do this 2 more times again, with relatively the same amount of elevation, just goes to show that there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and this isn't easy at all. You kind of think of something, you have a goal in mind, and it's so easy to envision yourself doing it, but the actual process is extremely hard, and this is when reality kind of sets in. So this was a huge learning experience for me. I think the next big step is probably going to be a 50 miler. Just working with a new coach, Christian Brown Johnson. He is an absolute animal. So I'm starting with him on Monday. Today is Saturday. He's going to help me progress forward. We're going to do a lot of runs together. Things are going to be challenging for me, but I know I'm in the right hands, and this is just one step closer to what I have of completing the 100 miles. So, that's kind of a recap of everything and my thoughts going into it. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support. All my codes are going to be in the description below. Thank you to Patrick and Noah for following me for the whole 6 hours basically. These guys are insane. I wouldn't be here without them. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.